Thank you all very much for being here at the 2016 State of the City Address. At this time, may I get Mr. Gale Young up to do the invocation?
Good evening.
Hey.
I want to ask the Lord's blessing on this dinner we're about to eat, and ask the Lord's blessing on our meeting. And if you will, just bow with me. Father, I want to thank you today for these great people, Lord, that you've sent here and brought them here to be a part of this city. Know that we could build a city, Lord, based on your principles and your ways. Lord, I would like to apologize to you for these people as well as myself for all the negative things I've said and we've said about our country. Because, Lord, I know that we live in the greatest country around. But we make negative statements and we say things, Lord, that we're out of haste. And, Lord, we just ask you to forgive us, Lord. We ask you, Lord, to bless us, Lord. And we don't deserve your blessings, but we ask anyway because you're a God of mercy. So today, Lord, we appeal to your mercy. Help us, oh God, as a people to form cities and counties and countries, and help us, oh Lord, to be the people that you call us to be, Lord. I pray now, Lord, you bless us today with your presence. Lord, I pray now for this food. I pray you bless it for the nourishment of our body. I pray you bless it, Lord, that we can serve you and look to you, the author and the finisher of our faith, as we walk and do. And I thank you for it. In Jesus' name. And everybody said amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mr. Young. At this time, may I get you all to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? You all may begin eating the salad while the main entree is being prepared. Beverages may be served. Thank you.
Thank y'all very much for coming today. Semmes, a community established in the early 1900s, officially became Mobile County's 11th municipality after an almost 3-to-1 vote in August of 2010. That was followed by a census, and then the Judge Don Davis's order of incorporation that was issued on May 2nd, 2011. So that makes us 5 years old now. So here we are 5 years later. We're a thriving, prosperous, and vibrant city. We have the lowest municipal sales tax in Mobile County. We have 0 municipal property tax. We are debt-free. We have cash reserves in excess of $6 million in our accounts.
Well,
It wasn't easy getting to this place that we are now. There was a lot of hard work that was taken care of by a handful of individuals that made this dream of becoming a city a reality. It started with a few people who were dedicated to putting their feet on the ground, sacrificing their free time, their hobbies, gave up several, their family time, and even for some, their incomes, to put in the time and effort over a 3-year period of time to accomplish the goal of incorporating this city. First and foremost, I would like to personally thank these individuals. They are true founders of the city of Semmes. I worked with them almost every day during that time. The first one, Mr. M.C. Carr, he wasn't able to be here today. Miss Helen Joyce, she wasn't either. Mr. Jack Tillman, Mr. Jerry and Miss Linda Shirey, and Mr. Charlie Crabtree. Those are the people, along with me, that really put in the most time to make this happen. And I really wanted to recognize them today, because if it would not have been, we would never have made it to be a municipality. It wasn't for a political position. It wasn't for bragging rights, for power, or for show or monetary compensation. In fact, it cost most of us because we had to take money out of our pockets. Our sole reason was to protect our community, our homes, our families, our way, and our quality of life here in Semmes. It was to give our community a voice. That was something that we did not have until we became a city. We were at a crossroads, so to speak, as a community, and we had to make a decision. Either we had to be our own city, or we were going to be annexed into the city of Mobile. So basically, we only had two choices. In the last 5 years, our city has accomplished things that even established cities that are much older than us have not accomplished yet. We've accomplished a lot in a very short period of time. These accomplishments are a testimony to the spirit of the Semmes community. This is what sets us apart and defines who we are. These accomplishments are not the result of luck. It's the result of many hours of hard work by those who are truly vested in the success of our city. As a public servant, and I always tell everybody that's what I am, because I'm not really a politician. I don't fit that mold very well. Listening to the people in our community is my first priority. After all, that's why we work so hard to become a city, to have a voice in our future. And that was the motto that we used through that. That's what we wanted. It's been the job of our city council and myself to listen to the people, be public servants, and fulfill the will of the people of Semmes. It's not an easy job. It's like a bumpy road, a very bumpy road sometimes. But I continue to have faith in the path that God has chosen to put me on. And I'll do it as long as He asks me to do that. Today I have the pleasure of sharing and celebrating our city's accomplishments with each of you. The first area I'd like to talk about is infrastructure. Roads. Really a big thing for cities is roads. A very expensive thing for cities and counties and states are roads. I'm very pleased to announce that over the past 5 years, the city of Semmes has paved 3.6 miles of road in our city limits. Of this, 50% was in cooperation with the Mobile County Pay-As-You-Go program. That was another way that we're partnering with our neighbors at the Mobile County Commission. We'll be paving an additional 2 miles starting the first week of June. Just put that out for bid and awarded the bid on that. We've been aggressively applying for grants in areas of access management, the medians on Moffett Road that we have plans to put in, public safety improvements. For example, the intersection improvement project at Moffett and McCrary. That's something that we partnered with Algot to do. We're working on a streetlight plan. Public Works has developed a maintenance operation plan for all of our roadways and right-of-ways. We constantly reach out and support the Highway 158 extension along with our other local elected officials. Sidewalks. That was one of the highest ranked items listed by our citizens when we worked on the comprehensive plan. They want our city to be pedestrian friendly. And we really, other than the high school, we really didn't have any sidewalks. So we've actively pursued and obtained 2 TAP grants for sidewalks, one in 2014 and one in 2015. And those projects, I'm happy to say, will be going out to bid very soon. Right-of-ways. Our right-of-ways are very well maintained. I'm proud of the employees who spend their days picking up the trash. They mow, they weed eat. They keep everything looking very, very nice. And to me, that encourages everyone else to be mindful to keep our city clean and neat. We've also been doing some right-of-way improvements that give us the opportunity to highlight our local nurseries. The right-of-way on Wolf Road, just south of Walgreens, I think probably most everybody has seen that, is now lush green and beautiful. It's not a big, deep, open ditch there. The right-of-way near the railroad tracks on Park Avenue, not only did we make it look nice there, we also corrected some drainage problems and fixed some access problems for the railroad personnel there. And it allowed us to create a beautiful landscaped area that showcased the crepe myrtles, the knockout roses, and the azaleas. And they all came from local nurseries here. After all, we're known for our nurseries, our beautiful ornamental plants, and we should take the opportunity to share these beautiful plants with everyone that drives on our roadways. Public safety. First, I'd like to talk about fire. The safety of our citizens is paramount. In the first 5 years as a city, our fire department grew from a 2-station, 100% volunteer fire department to now a 3-station, manned 24/7 fire department. All 3 of them are. They're combination departments, meaning volunteer and career. We employ 6 firefighters per shift, and we have 3 shifts that work. This increased need arose from the additional public safety responsibility that was added to the fire department with the incorporation of our city, as well as the growth that we experienced due to annexations of growing our city. The great foundation laid by the volunteer fire department has truly been an asset, and one of the reasons the city is where we are today and the level of fire protection that we can offer our citizens. They helped us. They were already established, they already had equipment, they already had 2 stations. It really gave us a boost. With the purchase of Engine 102 in October of 2012, the partnership with Mobile County Commission, and the construction of the training burn tower in 2014, as well as our construction of this public safety training complex, our city has and continues to place emphasis on delivering essential local public safety services in an efficient, cost-effective, and collaborative manner. We appreciate and we're thankful for our positive partnership with the Mobile County Commission. Today, our firefighters, as well as the other local departments here in Mobile County, are able to train in one of the best training complexes in Mobile County, and that's where we are today. Our firefighters are highly trained, and they excel in their field of expertise. They're highly valued employees of the city, and I feel like we reflect that in their salaries because we exceed what most other municipal departments in Mobile County pay. So that's definitely a positive. Policing. Our city made an important, sound, and financially conservative decision to partner with Mobile County Sheriff's Office, and they provide our public safety policing needs. With this partnership, we have Mobile County's finest deputies protecting our city here at a cost that is much lower than it would cost us to create a municipal police department. That's just a huge, huge benefit for us. It's really helped our city out. This partnership has worked so well that we've expanded our agreement with Sheriff Cochran 2 times in the last 3.5 years. As our city's grown, we've added more deputies on and to provide better protection for our community. In February of 2012, the City Council approved a resolution honoring and appreciating Sheriff Cochran and the Semmes deputies. recreation. Here's the fun part. Our citizens have asked for parks, both active parks and passive parks. Our first park was the Honor Park, and that one piece of property has changed so much since we've converted that to the Honor Park. It started out, it was a, I would say, an underused kind of baseball practice field. Most of the time it needed to be mowed. Now it's a beautiful, peaceful place for our community to honor the people that they love. The park is meticulously maintained, and it's an asset for our community. I've received so many compliments from people that just cannot believe such a small city has stepped up and provided its citizens such a nice park. Our next park is the Camellia Park. We would have passed that on Illinois Street right by the Public Works facility as you came in. That's probably one of my favorite parks. It's beautifully landscaped and put together very well thanks to our Public Works employees. And the park is very family friendly. It's a great place to have birthday parties. They've had reunions there, baby showers, bridal showers, and even weddings. So that's really, really neat. Plus it's a nice place. We have grills so we can have cookouts. Our next park will serve the younger generation of our community, and it's going to be our splash pad. So we're scheduled to open the splash pad the first part of June. It's already, there's a lot of excitement on Facebook about that. I posted a video on April 30th, not quite a month ago, and I checked it out last night, and it was showing the construction of the splash pad. They were installing all the different amenities, the little toys and things that have the water that comes out. So far, as of last night, this one video has received over 34,000 views. It's reached over 62,000 people, and it's been shared almost 600 times, and it's received 503 comments. I posted another photo, an updated photo, this past Monday, and just to kind of show some progress and how things were looking there. It's already reached over 22,000 people, and it's been liked 738 times, and it's been shared 641 times. And all the comments are very, very positive. People are, when is it going to open? Where is it at? Can we have birthday parties there? So I'm a little concerned, me and Jason both are, that we may have a problem when it opens up that I talked to Ms. Hudson, we may need another one to So following the splash pad, we're going to have a disc golf course. It's going to be a world-class course designed by Mr. John Hope. And as demonstrated in the recent city council meetings, the support from our community for this park has been overwhelming. Other recreational avenues the city continues to support include the Semmes Senior Center. It's an amazing project that Commissioner Hudson worked on very hard to realize a successful completion just 3 years ago. Just turned 3 years old. The center is, or nearing, I would say, capacity. I think they've probably almost overgrown the facility, but it is definitely a blessing for our seniors here in Semmes. Thank you. Events. This is another big subject. Local events sponsored by the city bring our citizens together in a positive, family-friendly atmosphere. This is an area that we were severely lacking in before we incorporated. One of the comments that I've heard so many times before in the past was that in Semmes there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. I've heard that over and over. And people would have to leave Semmes to go to Mobile or go to another place to go to some sort of an event. Well, now they don't have to. Now there are events held almost monthly for all age groups. We try to have events that are family friendly, that people can bring their families to. They're not going to have to worry about language or people drinking alcohol or doing things that they're not supposed to. This weekend, for example, we're going to have our first annual City Fest event. and it's going to showcase the city's 5th birthday. City Fest will begin with a parade at 10 a.m. and the festival will start at 12 noon. We'll have vendors, food, fun, games, and of course live entertainment. So that's exciting. We've been really working hard on that. So we're keeping our fingers crossed, but we've had a lot of positive feedback. Last but not least, I would like to discuss the financial state of the city. The city of Semmes has received clean, positive annual municipal audits for all years since our incorporation. We're currently working on the audit for last year. It seems that financials are one of the hot topics reported in the media for us and questioned or commented on in our council meetings, but it's an area that we've excelled as a city. So I'm very proud of that. As I mentioned earlier, we're debt-free. We are financially conservative across our entire city staff. Thanks to guys like Mr. Young and Jason, and everybody is always trying to do everything they can to save the city money. They're very conscious of that. And I think with employees, we've got some great employees. And that's why we're doing so well. It really is. I think that our employees are true assets. That's the assets of the city. They have the best interests of the city at heart in all that they do, and they give 100%. Our future is what we decide to make it. On our current path is prosperous, positive, and amazing. Let's continue to move forward together, growing our community, creating an abundant quality of life for all of our citizens. Semmes has many wonderful assets. First and foremost, our citizens. There are so many things here that showcase the character and values of our community. Let's remain true to those. We have a proud and rich history, an awesome and positive present, and I think we can go for an amazing future. This is something a little extra. Mr. Lowry, would you please come forward?
We can relate.
The City of Semmes presents this award to Charles Lowry, Citizen of the Year, 2015-16. There are a multitude of people who worked and seemed around the clock to make the dream of incorporation a reality, and many who still contribute on a daily basis to ensure the success of our city. Semmes is not just a municipality for some or a place that they call their home, but more a community that they call family. One such person that gives beyond any expected civic contribution is Mr. Charles Lowry. He is a pillar contributing at events. He's a constant present at our city council meetings. And he's a valued member of numerous committees and our planning commission. Few people half his age contribute so much, and we appreciate and applaud his wisdom, insight, and the genuine love that Mr. Lowry gives to the city of Semmes. For this, we'd like to recognize him today as our Citizen of the Year and thank him for his tremendous contributions that he's given. Mr. Tony E. Bryant. The City of Semmes presents this award to Tony E. Bryant, Volunteer of the Year, 2015-2016. In this thriving and busy city of Semmes, our volunteers are one of our most important assets. Volunteers make a big difference, and their display of selfishness is always an example to follow. One individual that's been a dedicated and exemplary volunteer is Mr. Tony Ebright. Mr. Ebright's constant attendance and reliable participation on many of the City of Semmes advisory committees and at all of the special events has been that of amazing dependence. For this undying dedication, we'd like to recognize Tony Ebright as our Volunteer of the Year, and thank you for your support, hard work, and dedication to our community. I thank all of y'all for coming today, and appreciate you spending your time with us. And this is the first annual, and we had to cover 5 years of accomplishments, so I know it was a little bit long. I've never given a speech this long before. So, but thank y'all very much for coming.